cool in southern Arizona. How did people of days gone by keep cool? Hey y'all, I'm out here in beautiful Arizona near Tucson on BLM land. It's really beautiful out here, but guess what? There is no shade. There's no shade out here. There's a couple saguaros out here, but they're not going to give me any shade. Well, it's going to get up to 90 degrees today. This is our first day of hot weather. The cool weather is over, I believe, in southern Arizona. So how I'm going to keep cool this afternoon is I'm going to go in and find probably some solar panels in town and settle in this afternoon. But it's early morning today. It's about 8:30 in the morning. And it's Easter, by the way. So happy Easter if you're watching this next Easter, okay, if you're a time traveler. Well, staying cool in southern Arizona, how did people of days gone by keep cool? I did research it a few years ago. What people did when they lived in homes, they had houses, and the people were settling in Tucson, Arizona. At night, what they would do is pull out, they had porches, and they would pull out their mattress and they would wet down their sheets and they would sleep outside. That's how they kept cool in the heat of the night. In Tucson, Arizona, I mean, even at night, it won't get below 90 degrees many days in the heat of the summer. So you don't get much relief even in the evening and through the early morning. So that's what they did. They used water and wind, water and air flowing through. It's evaporative cooling. And it's exactly what nomads use. We use evaporative cooling in our rigs. I know some people, they do have air conditioners, but you'd have to have a lot of solar on top of your roof in order to get to keep air conditioning going. So what we do as nomads is we cool ourselves down, spray ourselves down. That's one of the reasons people say, well, why would you wear a net gaiter in the summer? Well, because of this. This will keep me cool. It's called the Chill Pads and the Chill Pals. They have Chill Pals. I didn't like that brand. I do like the Chill Pads. I think that's a brand name. I'm not sure. Chill Pads, but they have Chill Pals, and they're for around your neck, and they keep you cool. I didn't like them, and I actually got rid of mine. They're kind of expensive, and they would fall way down. They would, like, once you get them wet, they'd fall down this far. But no. And then I wear a lot of bathing suit tops, and I just keep wetting myself down. If you notice today, I have my braids on. I wet those down, and it'll keep me cool. Being outside, I've got my hat on to keep the heat off of my hair. Hey, y'all, I'm out on BLM land, out in the desert. But first, I'm going to cover my windows here, and I'm got to put on sunscreen. I'm going to be outside. You must protect your face. Actually, I'm going to correct that. It's not sunscreen. It's sunblock. And I'm going to get on my hat. Okay, so let's get this going. This is my old screen. I'll show you my new one in just a minute. Well, not just a minute, but down the road on this video. I'll show it to you. This is my old one. This one I can just put up quickly. No big whoop, right? It's a little bent up. That's why I wanted to get a new one, and it's a bigger one. But I just wanted to get this up for now. The sun's coming right in. I gotta go pee too, but I won't show that, okay? There we go. Let me get this up. Okay, let me get my sunscreen out. I went pee. Too much information, huh? You mentioned on last video that you want to see me do things and hear about the van life. Well, that is one of the benefits of living in your van when you go somewhere. Your bathroom is always with you. Yes. Okay. Now, where is it? I'm going to shake it up. It's for the face. It's for the face. There we go. get enough on here. I need a lot today. There we go. Today's Easter, by the way. Get some on here. It's going to get hot today, everybody. Yeah. Especially double on my nose. Yeah. Cheeks. Earlobes. Probably can't see real well putting this on film. Yeah. Guys and gals, you need sunblock. Yeah, we'll put a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit on my shoulders. Yeah. I've got regular sunblock for my arms, and I'll do that in a minute. Hands, there we go. Okay. Get this up. I don't know if the wind is blowing, but there we go. Okay. And you saw me put on some sunblock, and I just spray myself down. I let the water and the wind do the work for me. When I'm in my van, I have my fan going so that I can use the evaporative cooling system. Now, what about the Native American Indians that were here? I believe we have the Hohokams. Those I know for sure in the Tucson area, but there's different civilizations of different American Native Indians that have lived in this area. And I will guarantee they use the same thing. We have the Santa Cruz River here. Now, in most cases, it's dried up. We've used a lot of the water. We've sucked a lot of the water out of the ground, all the population over time. Tucson's over 1 million people now. But before that, the Santa Cruz River did run freely, and it had a lot of water. So I'm sure the Indians, they did the same thing. They would wet themselves down, and they would wet their clothes down, and they would let the air do the work for them. Pretty cool, huh? Well, if we were going to walk out there, I would. Yeah. And then we've got the scrubbing. I think it's still a little cool. Now it is springtime. It's getting warmer. So it means it's rattlesnake season. And the scorpions will be out too. So you do have to be careful when you're walking around out here. One of you left a comment yesterday on my latest video mentioning how scary that would be to be out where there's rattlesnakes. And you wouldn't like it. I have never, in 40 years that I have lived in the Southwest, I have never seen a rattlesnake or a scorpion. I have studied the Sonoran Desert, and I do know that the only poisonous scorpion is the bark scorpion. And they really do hide. They're very small, and they really do hide. They don't want to be out and about. But another type of scorpion really, it won't be fatal, but it would hurt and it would put some poison. Your muscles would really ache. I did get bit when I first came to Tucson. I got bit by a black widow. I really did. And I woke up in the middle of the night and my leg it felt like the muscles were being just like wrenched tight. And it was very painful. And I got up and I thought, what's going on with my leg? Well, I couldn't go back to sleep. And in the morning, I went to make my bed. And when I pulled the sheet back, there was a black widow. So I had gotten bit by a black widow. I smashed it. Thank goodness. I rolled on top of it, or I probably hit it. But, it did not kill me. I'm still here to tell the tale. But what happens is they put poison in your body, and it really takes a few days for it to get better, for the pain to go away. So yeah, there are scorpions, and I wouldn't want to get bit by one, but to get fatally bit by a scorpion, that would be very rare, because they're ever so small, and they kind of hide in like areas in rocks, you know, they kind of hide away. So it looks like out here, it looks like mainly in this area, there's just creosote. This is creosote bush. It's just miles and miles and miles and miles of creosote bush. I've got a message from Robert Quinn. I hope he doesn't mind. I hope you don't mind if I read this, but it's a really good comment. It says, I'm a car camper, not by choice. And I talk about this quite a bit. Senior housing has failed to help me. All my things are on storage, 7 years now. Wow. Good thing, though, is I'm enjoying it. He's car camping, and he's learned to enjoy it. I've been car camping 5 months. Safest place for me is truck stops. I'm a retired truck driver, so I fit right in. YMCA and community rec centers have free showers. There's free food, meals, clothes, and probably more. I don't use them, but they're there. I will not live in a high rise or downtown in any city. There are war zones or liberal run states, cities, or communities. I cannot trust these people. I've made it through my first winter. Now for summer, I need AC. That's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this. You don't need AC, Robert. You just need wind and water. Time to make AC unit, make that happen. Water, wind. I don't date. I come from a large family of 8 children. I made sure my parents ended their lives in their own home with dignity. Very nice. Afterwards, I was evicted, making 2022 ending my first alone holiday. Today's my second. Wow. Bob Evans is whispering, come here. Truck stops here, has holiday meals, but a little expensive. Hugs. Thanks, Robert. When I read that, I thought about you, and I thought that's perfect. Thank you for sharing this, because I did want to talk about staying cool. You said time to get an AC unit. Well, you know, there are nomads who do have AC units, but it takes a lot of solar. It does. How much solar do you think it would take, Paul?
I'd say it would take at least 300 watts. I'm not sure. This is a guess, but it takes a lot of power to run a machine like that. Essentially, an AC unit takes a lot of power.
And Robert didn't mention what kind of a rig he was in either, did he?
Did he? Well, he said car camping.
Car camping, yes. So, okay. What I've been doing, and I've mentioned it before, is I roll my windows down just a little bit, my front windows. I don't roll my second row seat windows down, only because I've got this film that I put on myself. It's limo tinting, but it's cheap. And when I roll them down, it bunches up and it won't go down at all. It ruins it. So I don't roll these down anymore, but I do roll these windows down, and I just kind of pull this back a little bit so air can go through. My new windshield shade that I bought. Let me show you the brand name of it. Now, I really want to thank Glenna. She's the one that led me to getting a larger size than what it says would fit on my minivan. On Amazon, I put down, you can list what vehicle you drive. So anything then that you get for your automobile, it will let you know this doesn't fit your automobile. But it said that this would not fit it. It's too big, but it fits wonderful. So I just want to show you how I put it on. this one's thicker than the one that I have on my old one. It's thicker, and it is totally blacking out when I in a city and I'm parking, you know, because a parking lot has a lot of bright lights that come down. And it would sometimes keep me awake, but this one blocks it out really nice. And I'll show you how I put this on. Now, I also got a new windshield. Let's look at it, okay? Isn't it pretty? Isn't it lovely? It had a half moon cut in it. It didn't go any further, but it was about that big. It was over here. And after a while, if you're in Arizona and you got a lot, it's desert and you got a lot of sand. And so when the wind blows, it just keeps chipping away at it. And what happens is it gets kind of fuzzy. Yeah. So this I can see really well out. I'm going to show this to you, and I'll leave the link in comments. But this is my old one. It's kind of bent. I've had it for 6 years. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, lighting. So, and this is how I fold them up. It's pretty easy. I think a lot of you already know it, how to do it. There we go. And then what I do is I park this one at arm's length. So when I park, I always put my shades up, always. And I put my side windows up if I'm going to go in somewhere. I don't want people looking in and seeing, oh, there's a nice power station right there. Ooh, you know, break the window and grab it. But so during the day, I'm going to still use the old one because I'm going to be putting up and down all the time. I mean, it does wear them out, I would imagine, eventually. But this is the nice one, and I'm going to only use this when I'm in a parking lot that has big overhead lights in the parking lot. So, Echo Noir, okay. It's big, and it's thick. This is a lot bigger. And I'll show you, I got a large, but you can get extra large. I think 2X large? Is that what they call it? New windshield, yay. Fits up in there nice. Nice here. This comes off, by the way. I didn't break it. Okay. Well, that's the way it came, you know. And this, wait, let's see. It does take a little bit of work to get it really good for the night. Let's see. There we go. See, it's got a lot more material on it. The other one would always let light through because it wasn't extra large. Okay. Here we go. Now, Paul, let's go ahead and shut these and I'll show you how it can really darken. Now, I do have my side windows. I don't have them blocked out, but here we go. Look at that. Now, there is some light. A little bit of the sun is shining on it. So, I also, if it's really bright, I can put this over it. But, you know, if I want to be able to sleep at night and I'm in a Walmart or I'm in a Cracker Barrel or something like that, or a Lowe's that lets you stay there in the city, I don't want those overhead lights keeping me awake. I like to have things really dark. And then it's easy to take off. It's big. Look how big this is. And then I'm going to keep it in here and keep it under my front seat. It's not as easy getting it back in, I found, but it's kind of a sort of a wrestle. I feel like I'm wrestling a bear. There we go. I'll get it down. I'm not used to putting it back in. And then what I've been doing is just sliding this under my front seat. Out of the way. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Just a little bit different stuff. But remember, water and wind, the two W's to keep cool. Water and wind. And seriously, that's what Arizona's been using for years. Thanks for watching, everybody, and spending time with me. Well, Paul and I were going to go explore. We'll keep away from any rattlesnakes, right? And we'll keep Abby away from the cactus. And we'll listen. We'll go slow. But love you guys. And please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye.